Hello, family. My name is Professor Singer, and I teach Invention courses at the online school known as the Invention Academy. Confessions of an Economic Hitman by John Perkins tells a compelling story about how economic manipulation and coercion are used to control developing countries, enriching corporations, and expanding American influence. Perkins's book serves as both a confession of his role in this system and a call to action for more ethical and fair economic practices. Even though the specific methods and actors might have changed, the core issues Perkins highlighted are still relevant today. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for promoting just international economic relations. Perkins worked as an economic consultant in the 1970s. He describes his job as an economic hitman or EHM. EHMs convince developing countries like Kenya to accept large loans for infrastructure projects. These projects, designed by American companies as well as the Chinese, ensure that loan money flows back to the United States and Chinese economies. Unfortunately, these loans often leave countries with enormous debt, making them dependent on the United States and other global powers. When these countries can't repay, they must comply with creditor demands, which might include privatizing key resources and making political concessions. Perkins shares detailed stories of his work in countries like Indonesia, Panama, Ecuador, and Saudi Arabia. He talks about how he manipulated economic forecasts to get these countries to accept large loans. These projects, sold as opportunities for growth, led to economic dependency and hardship. The book also explores the broader geopolitical implications of the EHM system. Perkins argues that this system expands American corporate and political interests at the expense of the sovereignty of developing nations. He explains how leaders who resist these pressures often face serious consequences like threats, coups, and even assassination. Perkins reflects on the moral and ethical aspects of his work. He feels guilt and responsibility, which led him to leave his job and write the book. He calls for greater awareness and action against the practices of economic hitmen and the larger system of economic imperialism. He urges readers to advocate for more equitable and sustainable economic policies. In Kenya, EHM practices influence economic policies and development. These include debt dependency, resource exploitation, and external influence over policy decisions. But Kenya can counter these influences and promote sustainable development by strengthening institutions, banishing corruption at all levels, diversifying the economy, fostering regional cooperation, and empowering local innovation. Let's look at how Kenya can address these challenges. Debt dependency. Kenya has taken significant loans from China for projects like the Standard Gauge Railway, SGR. These loans, while aimed at boosting growth, have raised concerns about long-term economic sustainability. Kenya also relies on loans from institutions like the IMF and World Bank, which come with conditions that impact public spending on crucial sectors like health, education, and innovation. Eradicating corruption. To eradicate corruption at all levels in Kenya, a multifaceted approach is essential. Strengthening legal and institutional frameworks is crucial, with robust anti-corruption laws, empowered independent agencies, and effective prosecution. Promoting transparency through electronic procurement systems, open contracting, and transparent budget processes will enhance accountability. Building a culture of integrity involves civic education, ethics training, and strong whistleblower protections. Engaging civil society and the media, supporting investigative journalism, and fostering community monitoring are vital. Leveraging technology through e-government services and open data can minimize opportunities for corruption. International cooperation and strong political leadership, with top-level commitment to fighting corruption, will further reinforce these efforts. By implementing these strategies, Kenya can move towards a transparent and corruption-free society, fostering economic development and public trust. Resource exploitation. Foreign companies dominate Kenya's mining sector, extracting resources like titanium, gold, and oil. These activities often benefit foreign investors more than local communities, leading to environmental damage and economic imbalances. Policy influence. Structural adjustments mandated by international lenders often prioritize foreign investment over local needs and innovation. Trade deals can sometimes favor multinational corporations, limiting the ability of local businesses to compete and innovate. How can Kenya overcome these challenges? Strengthening local institutions. First, Kenya needs to enhance transparency and accountability in governance. This means making sure loans and investments are used effectively for the public good. Implementing anti-corruption measures and promoting civic engagement can help hold leaders accountable. Developing robust legal protections for local businesses and innovators is also crucial. Enforcing regulations that ensure fair competition and prevent exploitation by foreign entities will help. Diversifying the economy. Kenya should encourage investment in diverse economic sectors beyond traditional agriculture and resource extraction. Focusing on technology, manufacturing, and services can create a more balanced and resilient economy. Providing incentives and support for small and medium-sized enterprises, or SMEs, will foster local innovation and entrepreneurship. This can include tax breaks, grants, and simplified regulatory processes. Fostering regional cooperation. Strengthening regional integration within the East African Community, EAC, can enhance collective bargaining power and promote regional trade and innovation. Collaborative projects can leverage shared resources and knowledge. Promoting regional knowledge exchange programs to build capacities and foster innovation is also important. Establishing partnerships with universities and research institutions across East Africa can help. Promoting sustainable development. Investing in renewable energy and sustainable practices will attract ethical investments and reduce environmental degradation. Developing policies that encourage the adoption of green technologies is key. Ensuring that economic growth benefits all segments of society is crucial. Implementing policies that support equitable distribution of resources and opportunities will help achieve this. Empowering local innovation. Enhancing STEM education and vocational training can build a strong foundation for local innovation. Supporting initiatives like the Tharaka Invention Academy, which promotes inventive thinking and problem solving, is vital. Expanding access to microfinance, grants, and low-interest loans for innovators and entrepreneurs will provide the necessary financial support. Establishing crowdfunding platforms and encouraging local investment in startups can also help. Investing in digital infrastructure to enable local innovators to connect with global markets and resources is important. Establishing innovation hubs and incubators will provide support and resources for startups and inventors. Implementing specific actions in Kenya. Policy reforms. Kenya should negotiate better terms for existing loans and seek debt relief or restructuring to reduce the financial burden. Prioritizing loans that support sustainable development and innovation is crucial. Increasing public and private investment in research and development, or R&D, to foster local innovation is important. Encouraging partnerships between universities, research institutions, and industry will help. Public-private partnerships, PPPs. Developing public-private partnerships to establish innovation hubs and incubators across the country is essential. These centers can provide resources, mentorship, and networking opportunities for aspiring inventors and entrepreneurs. Investing in technology parks that can attract tech companies and startups will create a conducive environment for innovation and collaboration. Community empowerment. Empowering local communities to manage and benefit from their natural resources is crucial. Implementing policies that ensure a fair share of profits from resource extraction is reinvested in local development will help. Supporting local farmers with access to modern agricultural technologies and practices is also important. Promoting value-added agricultural products to increase income and create jobs will benefit the community. By implementing these strategies, Kenya can build a resilient and prosperous future driven by homegrown invention, innovation, and problem solving.